And Rage 2 actually looks interesting, because Rage 1 wasn't interesting.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, YouTubers? We're the Grinders. We haven't started yet. We will start momentarily. Lots of news to get to.
I'm not sure I like the idea of Microsoft buying Ninja Theory, though.
Yeah, I'm wary of that too. I am wary of that.
They're gonna get rid of them at some point now because of that. Because Ninja Theory likes to take time with their games. When Microsoft pushes them to rush a product out, it's gonna be shoddy. People aren't gonna like it. Then they aren't gonna buy the next one, and then they'll slowly kill them.
Yeah. All right. Let's add break. Oops. Boom.
I don't know why there was a skip ad button when the ad was closed.
I have no idea. Hey, Break, you there?
Hello?
Yes, Break, you're
Break. Did you get the money?
I saw the email. I haven't looked yet though.
Yeah. Checks in the mail, man. You know? That's
right.
Yeah, I just used your phone number to put your information in.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take care of that after the show. Like I've just or tomorrow.
I wanted to ask you if you ever saw any copies of Splatoon 2 in Toys R Us.
Yeah, I saw your tweet, but I didn't mention it because that's gonna be my stinko. Or your message to me, like that's gonna be my stinko for the night.
All right. We got a lot.
I'll just buy the digital code on Best Buy then.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We got a lot of news to get to, guys.
I know. I just want to do E3.
I know.
Let's just do this.
Let's just do this.
The news is kind of part of that, though.
Yeah, it kind of is. But let's just rapid fire. If it's an announcement or a date, let's just say the date and move on.
Oh my God, there might be stuff we want to talk about.
There is some stuff. I saw a couple.
So shut up.
Here.
Stop
okay.
We have to make you do the first article, though.
Who, me?
Me?
No, Break.
Oh, Break. Yeah, for sure. Break.
I gotta get it loaded yet.
All right. Let me know when you guys are ready to go. I'm good. I'm ready. Tweet out if you can to Break, and I will retweet it. If you're just joining us, we are the RPGrinders. We will be starting the show here shortly. Why do, like, this is one thing I hate about Twitter. Why do I care that somebody followed Burger King? Like, honestly.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't.
Why not? But it's Burger King.
I understand.
It's
that.
Pancake King, don't you know?
Pancake King. Yeah, I really don't care. Like, honestly.
No, nobody does. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Very, very stupid.
Yeah. All right. Let's retweet this. Bam.
It says we're offline on Twitch.
Bobby Blackwolf. Why does it say Bobby Blackwolf on that? Join us live on RPGrinders.
What?
Wait, is that MXT?
Did I click the wrong name?
you clicked Bobby Blackwolf.
Fuck. Where is it? I gotta delete that then.
It's all good.
Shit, hold on. How do I delete? Where's the goddamn delete button?
delete. Oh man. This show's already. This is already starting to be a really good show, man. I can tell this is gonna be a good one. It's so
fuck me. God damn it.
What? What?
I'm ready whenever. I gotta send.
Send a different tweet now.
Yes.
All right, send your tweet. Let me know when you send it, and then
you'll see because you're linked on it.
All right. Then I'll retweet, and then we'll start in. You guys been keeping up with politics lately?
Manafort got arrested.
No, he didn't get arrested. He got put in jail.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you get arrested when you get put in jail, but
kind of part of the process, right?
Yeah. Yep. Well, he didn't technically even get handcuffs. They just took him to holding.
Yeah, they never do.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it.
The worst scumbags never do.
We're definitely gonna talk about it.
If he runs, we could always just stun him.
But the thing is, like, scumbags like that know better.
Yeah.
Like they know how to like game the system and stuff. They know exactly what they need to do to not get like cuffed and have to deal with shit.
Yeah.
Tackled, whatever. Like they're dirtbags.
Right. Okay, let's get started with the show, and then we'll get through this news, and then we're definitely going to talk about it because it's pretty important. You guys ready? You ready, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, Break?
I don't know. Was that a yes?
Yeah. You ready, Break?
I guess.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And welcome everybody to episode 494 of RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Fellas, E3 happened. What's up? Break.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted because I kind of screwed up Twitter.
Now it's going to be a trending topic that
you sure Blackwolf's feelings.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I noticed. I really screwed up today.
Yeah, how dare you?
Let's just move along.
Let's move along. Eric, how was your week, man? I haven't had a chance to catch up with you this week.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Today for work we had Subway sandwiches. They brought them in.
Awesome. That's good, man. Anytime you get free lunch, that's a good day. Let's get started with news. Eric has requested that Break start the news this week.
I don't like that request.
You don't?
Hold on. Oh, God. I was trying to send a tweet and stuff, and got screwed everything up by making me do news, which is... What the hell? What happened to the... Okay, coming to us live from RPG site. Gust reveals a new Atelier-related game, Nelgi and Legendary Alchemist.
Yeah.
And Koei Tecmo's Gust has just revealed in this week a new game related to the mainstay Atelier series. Because goddamn knows they can't go a year without making another one.
Well, at least this one's like best of instead of like let's just do another story.
Yeah, it's like
this is a spin-off title with a new genre which combines town building with RPG. I like that kind of stuff. This game is being featured in both this week's Famitsu and Dengeki PlayStation magazines, and let's see here, where the general producer Junzo Hozoi and the development producer Kyusuke Kikuchi confirmed that the title is intended to be the festival title for celebrating the 20th anniversary of their long-running Atelier series. After the previous, I'm not reading fucking other titles, and I'm not reading any more of this damn story. I'm done.
All right. Well, I mean, it's exciting news. It looks different. So
hopefully, they put more time into this one than they did in the last one.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Let's move on to the next story, please.
Next story is about Xenoblade 2's got an update and a new DLC, as well as
She-Hulk's joining the game.
That's not She-Hulk. No, Shulk and a few are characters from Xenoblade are joining as Blades through I guess they're story Blades, so that you're guaranteed to get them. Unlike a lot of the other Blades in the game that are basically loot boxes.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, even Cosmos is a loot box. I think Telos might be in a core crystal that is guaranteed to be Telos, but you have to go through a long process to get it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but
do we have to keep doing these long processes in single player games?
I know, right?
Yeah. And then again, I could be
in
wrong.
A multiplayer game, I understand, because you're trying to like differentiate yourself from other players. But in a single player game, what's the point?
Yeah,
you're just making it difficult to make it difficult.
I wonder if I could look online and see if there's like RNG manipulation to guarantee Blades that I could do. But anyways, it says the new update will, for those who have the expansion packs, will open up a new mode where you can do a series of battles. But I don't know if it's part of an update or if it's part of the DLC or what. But it doesn't specify. It just says they're doing this thing now. But you basically can do a series of battles to get these things called ether cubes, which you trade in for costumes for your characters.
Yeah.
But there's also some minor story elements that show characters in a new light with challenge battle mode. So I guess you get a little bit more insight for the characters. But in addition to that, Nintendo, through their Direct, revealed that there's going to be an expansion, which is basically a standalone game because you can buy it standalone.
Oh, wow. That's good news.
It's called Torna the Gold Country, which takes place 500 years before the events of the game, which gives you the backstory of what happened like 500 years ago with the previous group of characters that led to the world state it was in the present game.
Yeah. Freak Five's in chat. He says, "Happy Motherfuckers Day, Frank." Yes.
So the standalone code's actually more expensive than the season pass by itself. You could, if you already have the game, and you could just get the season pass, and you don't need to worry about anything else, and just it'll be available on September 15th. But you could pay $40 or so, or I think it's like 40 to 45. It's kind of pricey. It's like, it gives you code for the expansion pass, but it doesn't give you the game.
What?
So it's like, yeah, you can play the standalone game and then buy the $60 game later, because Nintendo doesn't drop the price for its game often.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I know.
Not until it goes on its
If you really want a digital code that costs $40, knock yourself out. But you better off just buying the game and then buying the expansion pass.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably would be better.
Nintendo's smart the way they do it. Really, they are. Like, they're selling, not marking down a Mario game forever. It's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Well, retailers usually do that instead, but
yeah,
they don't have control over retailers dropping the price.
And retailers do it at their own cost. They don't do it at the cost of Nintendo. So Nintendo's like, yeah, whatever, do it.
Yeah.
Screw you.
The only time you'll get a sale for a Nintendo product is when it's the digital version.
or like I said, when it goes under greatest hit selection. That's as close as you'll get to a sale, right?
Freak 5 says he wants to work another 7 days straight. He supposedly has a day off tomorrow, but
also Nintendo's digital sales are usually garbage, because it's usually only like 10% off at most. Yeah, 10 to 20%.
They usually are, for sure. But he says he wants to go back to work instead of having a day off tomorrow. I don't know what that's about in chat, but
anything to get away from you, I'm guessing.
Probably. All right. Speaking of getting away from me, this next story comes to us.
Ow! She ran over his foot yesterday. Ow!
What? With a pallet jack?
Damn, pallet jack. I mean, those aren't really heavy or anything, but still, ouch.
Yeah, I know. How dare you? I mean, it's Freak 5, so he's tough. He can absorb those things. He does everything straight.
My foot actually got fucked up because I dropped a pallet jack in my foot at one point.
Ooh, ouch, dude.
Yeah, I had to get surgery for that. It cost $2,000, and that was when I was living with my parents, so I could afford that.
Damn, you got
because that's when I had a disposable income.
Yeah,
that was with insurance. This is how fucking garbage the insurance is in this country.
Your company should have covered that.
Yeah, for sure.
The
thing is, I didn't think much of it at first, and then months went by, so I couldn't get workers' comp for it.
That sucks, man.
That sucks.
And once it went by, before it became a problem.
Ugh.
Because really what happened was that my bone recovered, but it overgrew and it was hitting my nerve.
Ouch.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. Creep 5 says he got a bruise from it. Damn. I would have reported that shit, man. Fuck that. Alright, this next story comes to us from RPG.
The thing is, I don't remember actually hitting my foot, so it was probably something that I didn't notice.
Did you hit your head, too?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't remember. I mean, how do you know you didn't hit your head?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I hit my head a couple other times at work, but I don't remember hitting my head around that time frame.
Hey, Eric, let me finish this story, dude. During today's E3 Direct presentation, World Ends With You Final Remix was only
instead of a sequel. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know. There should be a sequel to this game.
That's what they're probably doing.
And it's one of those games here we promise we're working on the sequel. Here's this.
Yeah.
We didn't really want this.
Fall 2018. Yeah, I know they call it Final Remix, but they may as well just call it cashing in on old shit. Because The World Ends With You has been out forever. Wasn't it a PSP title to begin with?
No, it was a DS game, and then they ported it to the iOS and Android.
Yeah.
And then they took it off.
Yeah.
because of the iOS update screwed it up or something.
Yeah.
And then they put it back on eventually, and now we got this.
Wyland's in chat. What's up, Wyland? I see you there. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Next story is Monster Hunter World's got a Final Fantasy event. Basically, it says Monster Hunter World adds Final Fantasy XIV's Behemoth in summer 2018. It says earlier during the E3 2018 week, Square Enix revealed a collaboration between Final Fantasy XIV and Capcom's Monster Hunter World, where Final Fantasy XIV will see the addition of Monster Hunter's Ralphalos as a new monster, in addition to appearance of the Palico partner. And Capcom is doing their own, but by adding the Behemoth as a monster to fight.
This is breaking news here. Wyland says he might be meeting Bruce Campbell in August. That would be fun.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would.
Tell him about us. Maybe you can have him on the show.
Yeah, give us an RP Grinder plug. That would be cool, man. You know.
Oh, man, Bruce Campbell. I followed him since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
That's. Meeting Bruce Campbell.
That's how old you guys are.
Ever since my older cousin showed me I think it was the second Evil Dead movie. Maybe it was the first one. I don't remember which one it was. But ever since I saw the Evil Dead, I followed him forever. Briscoe County Jr., the Thief, and the Legend of Hercules and Xena, and just there's so many movies and TV shows.
Yeah, movies.
I'm sorry. Bruce Campbell.
I know that is
fucking legend.
Wyland's a lucky person, man. Get us a Grinders.
There's nothing I can think of where Bruce Campbell's done where I'm
I know he's dude. Have you ever seen Bubba Hotep?
Yes, I love that.
That's an underrated movie, man.
It's
good.
He was playing Elvis in that movie, for God's sakes, and it was so such a wacky idea, but they played it so good.
Wyland says he saw Army of Darkness opening weekend in theaters. So did I.
Man, I'm jealous. I wish I didn't see it until it was on video.
Yeah. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story is the new Fire Emblem has been announced. Fire Emblem: The Three Houses. is coming out for the Switch, obviously, because the 3DS is on its way out. But it is got quite a improvement to it. I mean, it looks like they are trying to incorporate some of the Advance Wars features in it, because I remember seeing a couple clips in the video that they showed where certain units were fighting, but they had like multiple soldiers behind them.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing on screen now. The trailer, it does look like it's got some Advance Wars stuff to it.
But then again, it also kind of reminds me of Glenn Grisser in that respect too, because I think it's more involved than Advance Wars, because Advance Wars is pretty basic actually.
Wyland must have some connections, because he said he's gonna meet Lou Diamond Phillips. Man, I would kill for a Lou Diamond Phillips plug as well. Wyland, if you get a chance, take your phone and record something if they're willing to do it. That'd be sweet.
Who's Lou Diamond Phillips?
I like Lou Diamond Phillips in a lot of things, but what he's mostly known for is La Bamba. That's a good movie. He did a movie.
I thought he was more known for like
The Big Hit.
The Billy Kid movies. What are those called?
Young Guns. He was in
Young Guns. Yeah, I thought he was more known for that.
La Bamba.
Hey, Dungeon Buster's in chat.
Yeah, what's up,
He liked your La Bamba reference.
Yeah, La Bamba for sure. Also, he was in a movie that I like. It's a B movie called Bats. So, that shows the trajectory of his career. It went from, La Bamba and Young Guns over to Bats.
Yeah. He's like Bruce. He's done a lot of those B movies and stuff. And Bruce has said, like, he's okay with that. Like, he's cool. Yeah. Like, he likes doing them.
Yeah.
If studios and whatever consider them B movies, he's always had a lot of fun doing them. So.
Yeah. Freak5 says, me and Mrs. Freak have started watching Westworld. I keep having little questions. I love Westworld, Freak5. That's a great series. I know there's tons of questions with that series, but I'm sure they'll be answered eventually. And Wyland says, I'm thinking about buying the La Bamba soundtrack on vinyl and having him sign it if he's able to go. Which I hope you're able to go, man. That'd be cool. Is it a convention that you might see all these people? Be kind of cool, man. All right, next story. Break.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. We were talking about Bruce Campbell in chat. Coming to us live from RPG site. Fire Emblem: The Three Houses revealed for Nintendo Switch. Next. Oh, you talked about that? Yeah. No, I wasn't paying attention to you. Anyway. That's sad, because that's actually one of the games that caught my attention at the show. One of the trailers. I'm like, you know what? I've never played a Fire Emblem game, but I like that. Like,
yeah,
I like the mix of
real time. Like,
it looked a lot of fun to me, and I like the strategy games.
Yeah,
so
it'd be cool. Yeah.
So for me, that was one of those games where it's like definitely caught my attention.
Yeah.
Coming just live from RPG site, Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. I'm sorry. Said to release in September. I'm gonna blame everything on alcohol after.
Did you just do that twice to make a refrain?
Freak5 says Break was beating off to Bruce Campbell, so you were distracted by the Bruce Campbell talk. He said you were beating off to word of Bruce Campbell. So
not until after the show. NIS America's announced the dungeon. Not a laugh. Not nothing. Nothing, Frank. Nothing. God.
What?
NIS announced the dungeon-crawling RPG Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk will release for Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Steam on April. That doesn't say April. It says September 18th in North America and September 21st in Europe.
This one looks good to me. This game looks a lot to me like Wizardry. Tales.
There are, I think, like 10 different trailers I haven't watched yet, and this is one of them.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I've seen most of it trailers. I've seen all the conferences, but this is one of the trailers I haven't watched yet.
Looks really good. I'm totally down for this. I'm putting it up on the screen right now. So
the link is on my phone, and I will probably watch it later.
Yeah. Because how dare you prepare
about Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, how dare you prepare for the show at all? I mean, that's
by masturbating thinking about Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there you go.
The listing on the site says Vita, but that Vita version's not coming to the US.
That's going to be the title to this episode: Masturbating to Bruce Campbell.
I don't want to do that title.
Yeah, I'm not. I
don't want to risk offending him if the off chance he ever sees it.
Right.
Like, I'm a big fan of yours.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
To me? Oh.
I honestly don't think you have to worry about that break. Nobody listens to this show, man. All right.
Wiley's gonna show him like, hey, I know these douchebags online. Look at what they said about you.
Speaking of nobody listening, nobody listens to me, and I'm doing the next story. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Neo 2 announced at PlayStation's E3 event. Closing out Sony's E3 media briefing, Koei Tecmo made a surprise reveal of Neo 2. Details are sparse at the moment, but it does show a new character taking on a group of demonic foes and then gruesomely transforming into an Oni. Original Neo first released for the PS4 last February with publishing help by Sony Interactive, followed months later by a complete edition for PC. Specific platform details are yet to be decided.
If you turn to Oni, does this mean it's an unofficial Onimusha game?
I know, right? Koei Tecmo has posted the trailer, and I played the trailer for chat. It looks good. I mean, from what we've seen, no real gameplay, so that's pretty exciting.
We got a lot less of that this year, which made me kind of happy. But this is one of those games where they didn't show us much gameplay; they just showed us more cutscene bullshit. But we got a lot less of that this year than we have before in past E3s. You know?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is about something that will make certain people happy, but Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami are coming to PC.
Yeah. These are good games. I haven't played any of them. Dungeon is a big fan of these Yakuza games, and I think Eric is also a pretty big fan of these. I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna wait and get these used, and hopefully I'll spend less money.
On Steam?
No, not on Steam. On PS4 or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can get Kiwami by itself for $30.
Yeah, that's if
less
I had
now, actually.
That's if I had $30 to spend.
These will run you 20. But if you get it like within a couple, I don't know how long the time frame is, but I think they're currently 10% off now for pre-order.
Yeah.
Dungeon Button.
That's there you go. Dungeon Button.
Like I said, I'm blaming everything on alcohol today. Yeah, that's a good point, though. He says, "Always great to hear Yakuza is reaching more platforms." I'm tired of console exclusives. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want everybody to have the chance to play games.
Everybody's gonna mod the game to pretend to play as Majima, because I know people will do that, or they'll mod the game to let you look like Haruka, for whatever reason.
Wyland says Resident Evil 2 remake made him happy. We'll be talking about
spoilers.
That.
We haven't got to that point yet.
I know, spoilers. Blame
Wyland. We already kind of knew about it though, so it's not really a spoiler.
Well, yeah,
it's one of those. It's one of those big non-surprise surprises.
They should remake Nemesis.
We know they were working on it, but now we know what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks good. I saw. We'll talk about that later. Freak 5's talking about farting on his sister at work. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, that's about it.
He's also talking about visiting her in her house and farting on her. I don't know why he's doing this.
Can we move on from fart talk?
I have a sister, and I've never once thought about doing this kind of thing that he's talking about doing to her.
This is like teabagging, but without the bag.
Yeah, exactly. All right, break. Next story.
It's far more gross.
Oh,
too.
Shit, can I do this next story?
I was about to say, like, you want to do this story. Like, this is the one that you were been waiting for.
Yes. This is
you.
The most exciting news of the entire year coming to us live, to borrow from Breakman, from RPGsite.net. Dragon Quest XI, The Legend of the Luminary E3 trailer special edition announced. So this is exciting, man. It's coming out September 4th.
The ridiculously expensive editions.
There's no price here. How?
No, you guys scroll down. Scroll down.
I see. Oh, here we go. $149, which means I will never be able to
for that
purchase
price,
it.
can I get a real slime?
Yeah, exactly.
Like make a slime for
Give
me.
me the full soundtrack too. I was like, why not?
Yeah, no shit. Like it's a bit ridiculous.
I can't wait for this.
It is a symphonic suite version of the soundtrack, but it's not that and the soundtrack.
Yeah. I wish, man. But $149 is pretty steep. At $100, I would consider getting it, but that's out of my price range. That's like, buying another DS or something, like a 3DS.
I think the edition of Light is just the day one edition.
Yeah, that's fine. $60, But yes, I'll be saving my pennies for this one for sure. All right, man, the trailer looks good. Have you guys seen the trailer?
Like Freak saying like his sister was older and she was mean to him and stuff. Like my sister's older and it was the exact opposite. Like me and her had a great relationship.
Do you want to cover what the edition of Light or the edition of Lost Time actually offers you if you play this much?
Let's see. The edition of Lost Time comes with the compendium, hardback book, a symphonic suite, which is pretty cool, 2-disc, map of Erdrea, collectible steelbook case, which I kind of like steelbook cases, but I don't like it as a selling point. Edition of Light version of the game, edition of Lost Time bonus DLC, Pep Pop, fantastic fizzy drink that immediately peps up all active allies.
That sounds like it's sounds like that one skill where you could do tension, raise your tension level.
Yeah. Additional Light also includes the following bonuses: Supplicant, a clairvoyance card imbued with the power to restore MP; Healer, clairvoyance card imbued with the power to restore hit points; Seed of Skill ×3, Nifty Nut that confers a extra skill point upon anybody who eats it, consumed upon use. So I don't know. This is exciting news to me in particular. I didn't get a chance to play 10 because obviously they didn't bring it over, and I'm bummed about that. But I'm super excited for 11. So yeah, there you go. All right, Eric. Next story, please. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I remember when all of those extras were free with PC games back in the day, like a cloth map and a real manual.
None of those
they weren't over $100.
No, like those products literally cost them pennies to maybe $1 and cents.
Yeah,
none of that cost them a lot of money. Like they've got deals with the companies that make them, and it's absolutely ridiculous the prices.
Even if you were to account for inflation, it still wouldn't add up to very much.
Yeah,
Square's selling this at a markup.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. When I was charged like $150 is absolutely ridiculous.
When I was still playing PC games, I played Baldur's Gate, I think, and it came with a really nice map and all that shit. I agree. He says, Dungeon says, the past didn't exist. Don't look back. Yeah. I'm really excited.
I know we rag on you for your love of Dragon Quest, but I love the Dragon Quest series too, and I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah, so. You need to get a PS4, man. I mean, this to me that if I did,
that was another game where I saw it was like, oh, that's only coming to PlayStation.
You need to get a PlayStation, man. I mean,
we need to end this fucking console exclusive bullshit. It's such.
Well, it becomes harder for a developer or publisher to sell a game when it's on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
Because you need to find somebody to develop that version.
The thing is, I can't imagine playing Dragon Quest on anything but a PlayStation, as weird as that sounds. But stranger things have happened. I mean, Final Fantasy made it.
To see that I was coming to the West was really cool, though.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, I remember Final Fantasy IV for the SNES. The manual was thick as fuck and had a pretty decent beginning strategy guide. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about manuals many times. We don't want to go down that route again because we'll be off on it.
Dungeon says,
we got a lot to talk about.
Phantasy Star 2 came with a hint guide for free along with the manual. Yeah. Back in the day, Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy.
I know there wasn't a decent RPG back then that didn't come with like a mini strategy guide for the first
map.
Beginning of the game. Yeah.
Well, that's because the RPG genre was relatively new to console gamers.
I know. They needed to explain it basically, but now they don't explain anything. It's like go in there and play it.
Yeah. All right, break. Next story.
I don't. Are we on the north? Are we on the fifth and the north side?
I like how the Phantasy Star trilogy on GBA sort of had like a handy little map that reminded me of Dragon Quest days.
Because I actually wanted to do the next story after this one.
Eric, next story.
Thank you.
Okay, next story is Hokuto Gokotoku comes to the west as Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Anyways, localization will feature an English dub, which is interesting because Fist North Star did have an English language track, so it's not uncommon that this wouldn't. But even though like most of the Yakuza team's games have been Japanese only,
very violent.
I think the only one they did that had an English dub in the last several years was Binary Domain, but that's like the only one.
I remember.
Okay, I'd be really pissed off if it wasn't very violent. Like this is Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, it is a violent game.
Yeah, like it has to be bloody and violent. It has to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, it says there's a bunch of extra nonsense stuff that we could talk about, but it says it has a release date of October 2nd.
Yeah, October 2nd. It's got to be better than the original anime. The original anime was terrible. I don't know why people held that.
The movie's a much better experience than the animated TV show.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
And the manga is a better version of that.
Yeah.
So especially the side story, which was about Rao.
Yeah.
A lot of its popularity was the gore level of it at the time.
Yeah. Dungeon says they use the same voice actor for Kazuma Kiryu for Ken too.
Yeah. And the voice actor for Majima is doing Jagi.
He did say it was pretty violent. You can watch people explode. So yeah, that's all fine and good, and the game actually looks really pretty.
I'm guessing that Kenshiro's heat actions are going to be the parts where he makes people's heads explode.
Yeah. All right, nice. Eric. Next story. Oh, I'm sorry. Break. Next story.
Oh, I'm actually disappointed because this isn't the story I thought it was. Coming to this live from RPG site, Fallout Shelter comes to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought this was the Fallout 76 talk that we're.
This game has been out for a while, right? I mean, Fallout.
Yeah, it's really big on iOS and Android.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So this is basically a port. Well, I don't think it's a port. I think it's designed for.
That's going to lead me to one of my points of contention with the Bethesda Prester.
Yeah.
and their supposed Switch support.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story. Speaking of Bethesda,
the Elder Scrolls Blades, which is basically a combination of Severed and Infinity Blade, but Elder Scrolls. It's available. It's going to be. It's available on iOS and Android right now, and it's free.
It's not available right now. Like the
early access.
Early access is. Yeah, the game's not actually going to be out until September, I think.
Has anybody seen what this looks like, or what type?
Yeah, they showed a video of it.
I didn't get a chance to see it. Did it look good or?
It reminded me of maybe like a Kingsfield type look to it, like a first-person dungeon crawler.
Dungeon says Elder Scrolls Infinity Blade. So there you go. When you pummel people enough, you build up your heat, then you can execute. Oh, he's talking about the.
Yeah, I'm talking about how Yazuka plays.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Elder Scrolls. I
want to try it. Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
free.
Okay with it.
It's my favorite price.
Yeah, free. Free is always a favorite price. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 gets a March 2019 release date. So this is interesting. Did you play The Division?
I never played The Division, but this is one of the demos that I really liked. That I saw at E3. This is one of my favorite demos, actually.
Yeah.
I've never played The Division, but I want to play The Division now.
What caught your eye about this one?
It looked like a single. I was about to say single, like a story-driven multiplayer experience where it's PvE. Mm-hmm. You know, like you're not going up against the. It's not. You're not playing against each other. You're playing against the computer, and it sort of reminded me of Siphon, like back in the day, like the old Siphon Filter Omega, that type where you're working together and type of strategy to take on the enemies. Yeah. I know there's been a lot more games.
The only thing that bothered me about Ubisoft's The Division 2 reveal or footage was that they're still using that fake chat dialogue.
And DP says in chat, he says, yeah, The Division 2. I love The Division now. It's good. If you love loot and min-maxing stats and tweaked equipment, I do. It had to come a long way,
There's nothing about the first Division that drew me in.
Well, he said it had a rough start, but it's improved now. And the second one just looked like a lot of fun. Yeah. I would definitely be down for trying it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Break, next story, please.
Let's see here. Coming to us live from RPG Site. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition officially announced.
Yeah, I like.
We talked about this last week, but we didn't know what platforms it was going to come out on.
Yeah, it's coming.
The game does not currently have a release date. It's set to release on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting. I think I would pick this up for the Switch.
Yeah, because Tales games are good to play on the go.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
And it's not like Tales of Vesperia is going to benefit too much from being in 4K versus being in 720/1080p.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story. This is interesting.
But Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice has been revealed from Software, which basically looks like their take on Neo / Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's Soulsborne, but samurai stuff.
I think this looks fantastic, and I think this is probably going to be my favorite from E3, but we'll get into it when we talk E3, what we were impressed with, etc. But to me, this is the game. I mean, From Software is a great fucking developer. I just hope they might suffer from too much of their own success. You know what I mean? Like
the only problem I have with From Software is that they've been stuck in a creative rut because they're doing nothing but Souls games.
Well, I mean, would you blame them? I mean, the Souls games are gangbusters, man. That fucking franchise is amazing. I thought we were gonna get a Bloodborne 2 announcement or something like it, but this filled in pretty nicely.
I want to see them do something crazy again, like Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah, this game looks good, man, for original IP. Honestly, I don't think
at least it's a new IP.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can ask for more. So it looks exciting.
I like Metal Wolf Chaos is tainted now. Like back when it was original game, like it was such a cool idea, the president getting the mech. But now you think about it, like we don't want the president to get a fucking mech.
don't give Trump any ideas, man.
Oh well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the game is tainted now because of who's in office.
don't give the.
Do we pretend that he's actually the vice president and we're killing him?
Frank, are you about to say like giving him idea? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Let's get him to invest everything into building mechs.
Yeah, let's not.
Somebody fool him into building big giant robots. Come on, let's do it.
Richard! Dungeon says, yeah. Metal Wolf Chaos, yeah. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is, let's see. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, wait, no,
Nope.
Nier. All right. Nier Automata is coming to the Xbox One on June 26th, but it's digital only. Much like Kingdom Hearts all-in-one packages, which we could just skip over that one now because I just mentioned it. But But it's going to be called Nier Automata Become as Gods Edition, and you can get it for $50, which the game's been out for over a year, and I know it's a port, and you have to sell it at a certain price, but I think even $50 is still steep. Yeah. But it does come with the DLC.
Yeah. Freak5 says, no, you give Trump what he thinks is a mech, but it's actually a VR game. There you go.
I wasn't saying give him one. I was saying trick him into making one. Like, that's what he needs to devote.
Have him go into his box, lock him in it.
Yeah.
Like, half of his day he spends playing golf, the other half...
You could mail him to Abu Dhabi Garfield style.
Alright, next story break.
Coming to us live, well, are you sure does Eric maybe want to do this one?
Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
Well, I already mentioned the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one.
I know, but I thought you'd want to be the one to...
Kingdom Hearts 3 launches January 29th because we all know it wasn't come out this year.
Of course.
Yeah, most games we saw at the show aren't coming out this year. It looks like.
Yeah.
Like the
some people saying that it was delayed, but it never had a date to begin with.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Oh God, that
actually has a date.
As somebody who ran a game store, that annoyed the shit out of me more than most anything.
Yeah.
When people complain about something be delayed when they never announced a date for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was not delayed because they didn't say when it was coming out.
Yeah. Well, now it gets delayed.
But they announced it a long time. They said they were working on the game. They never said when it was gonna fucking be done.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of which, Final Fantasy VII's well underway for development. Yeah. Even though they probably scrapped whatever they had before.
That was one of the big surprises, I think, at this show, that there was no even a mention of that game.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably working on it, but they don't have anything to actually show for a demo.
Here's what I think about this.
I mean, maybe, but still,
they'll show up at TGS or maybe Gamescom.
Yeah.
I think above all else, that one and the Kingdom Hearts, those were the two games that people are looking forward.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see reveals of.
Yeah.
So I think there are a lot of people that are just like, what?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that later, but I'm kind of cranky at Sony.
I think
I came towards Microsoft too. Actually, kind of cranky.
There's a couple reasons I don't like Sony's right now.
But this okay, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Let's do the news and then we gotta get into that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All right. And you mentioned...
Oh, yeah, Frozen's, of course, a world in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Which is fine.
And why the fuck are you doing Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp, who's an abuser, and you should have completely removed yourself from?
To be fair, it's not voiced by him. It's the character Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, also, Sora, why do you want to be a pirate when real pirates were murderers and rapists?
I know, that's...
Like, unless you're joining the One Piece... Straw Hats crew, you don't want to be a pirate.
One Piece Straw Hats.
Yeah, well, I mean, even in their world, they're still like the good so-called pirates. There was one game that's actually like where you can be like the pirates of real life. Like they actually made a joke about that. Like these other pirates games coming out and they're like glamorizing pirates. Like pirates were pieces of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, really, like they were robbing, killing, raping, pillaging.
Basically, what they do now. Like the pirates.
What, you mean the people in the White House?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Yes, you're right.
That's what we're gonna call them from now on, the pirates.
Yeah. So
the Washington Pirates.
What are we getting? What are we getting with the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package, Eric?
Oh yeah, that's also a digital release, but it is basically has every Kingdom Hearts game. So that's Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, the 2 movies, Recoded, and 385 over 2 days. And then there is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and then there's the 2.8 final chapter prologue, which contains like 2 side game, like mini game things, story content, and the HD version of Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, that's cool. $99 is
along with Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's a good deal for all those games. I'd say that's solid. If you have an extra 100, that'd be the way to go. You get all the games. I mean, that's $100 for like, what'd you say, like 5 or 6 games?
But I think they're also doing it for PS4. But I think the 360 is getting it as well. Maybe.
Yeah. Dungeon says we even have Speak Like a Pirate Day. Pirates have completely lost their savage rep. Yeah, they're
now they're cute costumes for Halloween and cartoons. Exactly, they're sexy pirate looks. Like, have you noticed? I doubt there are many women that were pirates.
I'm not gonna be against those scantily clad outfits. Breakman, are you advocating that they get rid of them?
There's a sexy version of every outfit.
Yeah. Oh wait, the all-in-one package is just PS4 only. So it's like, yeah. If you have Xbox One, you can play Kingdom Hearts 3, but if you've only ever owned an Xbox, then fuck you, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they can be fun games. DB's Pirate Buster, as I was about to say. Dungeon Buster loves pirate games, is what he says.
You have it in for Dungeon Buster today.
I blame the alcohol, man. Alcohol.
All right, next story break.
Let's see here. Coming to us live from RPG site. Wow, we're leeching off them today.
Yeah.
Azure Lane English version has been officially announced by Yostar.
Yeah.
Yostar Limited has announced they'll be releasing the English version of Azure Lane. Why is that your first fucking sentence? Jesus.
I know.
I'm skipping to the next paragraph. Azure Lane is a mobile shooting RPG featuring personifications of mostly World War II era warships developed by Chinese companies like Manju. 2 U's, I'm just guessing that's how it's pronounced, and Yongshi.
Concol, but not Concol.
It was first released in China in May 2017 and later made its way to Japan in September.
Yeah.
Many people may think that Azure Lane bears a striking resemblance with Conte Collection. I don't care. Since then, Azure Lane has enacted a number of collaborations with other IPs such as Compile Hearts, Hyperdimension Neptunia, Wargaming's World of Warships, and even an upcoming one with Sunrise's mecha anime show, Armored Troop Votons.
This looks good.
Yeah.
I think this looks good. At first
it looks more interesting than Concol, at least.
Yeah, it definitely looks interesting for sure. So this is probably one to you keep in mind as we look forward to.
There's a lot of shit going on the screen. I can't tell what the fuck's going on though.
Dungeon says Pirate Buster. Arr! Yeah, there you go.
I guess he liked it. Well, good.
Yeah, so there you go.
I guess that was better than Dungeon Butt. But
Dungeon Button is what you tried to call him last time.
Dungeon Button? That's not what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. You said Dungeon Button.
That's like something you put on a soundboard.
Yeah.
Dungeon Button.
All right, next story comes to us from RPG site as well. Remilore Lost Girl in the Lands of the Lore out this winter for the PS4, Xbox
That's a
One.
mouthful.
Switch and PC. Features embark on the adventure as Remy and her companion Lore, who are sucked in to the magical world of Ragno and need to find their way out. Hack and slash, melee and range combat, journey through the procedural levels. It basically, to me, this I got the vibe that it looks sort of like Bastion. I don't know. I don't know if you guys had that same feeling.
Oh, roguelite.
Yeah, it looks okay. It looks good. It's it's definitely something to look at. But I don't know what I think Bastion just came to mind because I saw the way that the levels were kind of designed. But it looks good. Looks really good. All right, Eric.
Does the host talk shit about you in this game?
The
announcer, I mean.
Yeah. There's definitely no dungeon buttons in this game, so there you go.
The next one's a quickie. It's just like Otome visual novel Pub Encounter is now available for Switch in Japan.
Which means we'll get it here next year, probably. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Break, next story.
That one we're done with already? Wow. Coming to us live from Gamatsu. Varnir of the Dragon Star. Dices of the Dragon Teeth?
That's as good as anybody else could have said.
What the fuck did I just say?
I don't know what an X-Dices is, but whatever.
Okay, anyway, so the story is, make your choice. Will you go mad or be devoured by a dragon? That's not fucking much of a choice. I hate when they do quotes
from a video.
Devour the dragon to survive.
Translated poorly.
Yeah.
This is never mind. I'm not reading any more of that shit. Skipping ahead, pre-orders for whatever the fuck this game is called. Special soundtrack CD including the main theme song and battle music composed by Motoi Sakuraba, as well as numerous songs from Ziz Studio. Replica autograph card application serial code to win a replica autograph card with a character illustration drawn by Sunako. Why are there commas? These are more than one person. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought it was like one guy. My bad. Sunako Manamitsu Kai Nanameda Katsuyuki Hirano or Riru. Mikyu. Oh my god. That first name's rough. 200 winners for each of the 5 cards. I'm sorry, I'm butchering people's names. If these weren't real people, I wouldn't be upset.
Sunako sounds like just like a handle.
So
it's not a real name.
what is this?
Okay. So this is kind of like the old days when a lot of Japanese developers, instead of putting their names in games, they put like like their code names and stuff like that.
Yeah,
no, it's kind of like Drake calling himself Drake.
Yeah. No.
Or Madonna.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
In addition to 7,776 yen standard edition, a 9,936 yen edition. Limited edition of Varnier of the Dragon Star will include the following: Sunako.
Mm-hmm.
You say Key?
Yeah.
Is it Key?
I think.
K.
K. Oh, Jesus. K. Nanameda and Katsuyuki Hirano. Illustrated original box featuring 3 heroines.
Yeah.
Not free heroin. Just
No.
just to clarify. Visual book loaded with secret illustrations only found in this book. Witch Grimoires, short storybook set 5 storybooks that tell the never before told story of the witches. Cast read aloud CD, wow, in which the members of the cast reprise their roles and read aloud character stories. That's kind of cool.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, clear bookmark set including 5 bookmarks with illustrations of the protagonists and 4 heroines. You know, I'd probably never listen to that.
We usually don't get the radio drama or reading stuff because it's like you'd have to make it a video file because unless you know Japanese, you're not going to understand anything.
Yeah, and obviously this is for Japan only, but it'll be out October 11th.
Yeah, too bad. I'd like to play this for sure. Dungeon says the quest for the dungeon button. It summons dungeons, so make sure no one is standing nearby when you push it. Exactly.
What kind of dungeons?
Yeah. Dungeon
Sex
buttons.
dungeons.
Sex
yes,
dungeons.
that's what I was hoping you'd say.
Exactly. Sex dungeons, for sure. All right. No homie discounts other than what's going on PlayStation Store. I know PlayStation Network's having a huge sale. Lots of stuff to get on the PlayStation.
So
and
is Xbox.
Yep.
And Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nintendo's actually having
Nintendo's selling Splatoon at like $40, so that's like
there you go.
Good. But like so is Best Buy, but it's still a digital code. But you get Best Buy points, so why not?
Yeah. All right.
And I know games like Mortal Kombat 40, and I'm going to call it 40 because it's XL, and I'm going to go up to Roman numerals, and I know that'll irritate some people.
Yeah,
so
no, that's fine.
Mortal Kombat 40 is $10 right now, so I bought it. And let me see, the Killer Instinct game I know is all like the complete edition is also $10, so I think I'm probably going to buy that too.
Freak 5, it's actually Black
Call of
Ops.
Duty's free for the weekend.
So Wyland can kick my ass in them. Destiny 2, is that still free? That was free.
Yeah. Call of Duty 3 is free. Freak 5 says, I think you're talking about Black Ops 3 is free with PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, for the weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. Any Twitter questions?
But I think that's like multiplayer only at that point. I don't think you can play the campaign. Maybe you can. I don't know.
Any Twitter questions or comments, Break?
I heard the campaign sucks for 3.
Yeah.
Well, earlier in the show I alluded to there was an error on Twitter. Let me go ahead and
somebody not named Black Wolf.
somebody made a post for the episode that included in Frank Branches, Eric RPG, and Bobby Blackwolf is the host of this show. I don't know who that was who tweeted that out, but Bobby wasn't happy about being fired his first day when I corrected that tweet. And
It was MXT.
yeah.
Blame
it
MXT.
It totally wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was somebody else.
All right. Anything else on Twitter, Break?
No, it's not enough.
I think.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy that there was actually something that happened on Twitter.
Oh, what happened on Twitter? Anything? That's it.
I just told you.
I thought Bridget sent you a question, man. I don't know.
That's why you're asking? No, I don't see anything on here.
He doesn't see anything on
Scrolling.
Nothing? Okay.
June 14th, June 13th. Well, let me go further. Oh, what do the men's really think when the women's take 2 hours in the bathroom to get ready for date night?
What's with the German?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, I did see that tweet. I forgot all about it, actually, because you sent it to me, like, last week.
Yeah.
So what do we think? So why did you do this to me? What do the men's really think when the women's take 2 hours in the bathroom to get ready for date night? Well, the Mrs. Breakman doesn't take 2 hours to get ready.
Well, that's the answer. Like, what?
Isn't that kind of
so?
sexist?
Let's come.
I guess.
Let's come up.
So
I mean, that would kind of bother me.
You're gonna paint all women with that brush, huh?
So
that would kind of bother me if I wasn't a gamer, because if I was a gamer, I'd just be like, well, whatever you're doing, I'm just gonna play Xbox. Do whatever you're doing. Okay.
Oh, okay. So gaming as a way to stay sane when you're waiting for your girlfriend, wife, whatever, to get ready to go.
Well, I'm saying I don't have that problem because she doesn't like take 2 hours to get ready.
Yeah. All right. So there's your answer, Bridget.
Why, thank you.
Oh, she says thanks. Break. All right. Freak Fight says, did you check your DMs? Bridget is sliding into Break's DMs. Probably not. All right, let's move on. What have you been playing, Breakman?
I have been playing. Well, I've been playing some more of the Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I am really enjoying. They really have answered, I think, almost all the complaints of the first game.
Good. That's good.
It's a lot of fun, and I know everyone was upset about the loot boxes, but they took all that shit out.
Although I hear that Battlefield 5 is not going to have them.
Yeah, I mean,
at least until people don't look and they do it.
until people are over it, in like a couple, maybe a year or two, they might try it again.
Yeah.
But they've done things like they've actually announced that there's going to be the Clone Wars DLC.
Oh, nice!
That's pretty really soon. Cool. Like they're updating it and everything. Well, Rebels I don't know about. They just announced the Clone Wars. Like they're going to add characters like Obi-Wan. Finally, that'd be pretty awesome. I'd probably play Obi-Wan a lot. So that's cool. And I also, since there's a sale going on, I decided to buy a game, Mortal Kombat 40.
I've never heard of this game that Freak 5's played called Don't Bite Me, Bro.
I don't know, but I'm interested.
Wondering what the hell it's about.
GTA 5,
it's
Friday,
a game like Don't Shit Your Pants.
Yeah, I love that game, Don't Shit Your Pants. That's a good one. He also has been playing GTA 5, Friday, Terra. Some of those games I don't know what they are. Battlefield 5 won't have any, at least that's what they said on stage, Dungeon says. Meanwhile, Black Ops 4 Season Pass has sparked a dumpster fire.
Yeah, fuck Black Ops 4 for not having a single-player campaign and an exorbitant Season Pass.
Yep. Okay, what else, Break? What else you been playing?
Activision, scummy fucks.
Right. Eric, what have you been playing?
I've been playing more Bad Apple Wars. I'm on the third storyline now, and I'm like halfway through that one, so I just got to do that one, the fourth one, the final one.
Yeah. And
I decided to pick up Xenoblade 2 again because the DLC is coming out in September, so I get it let out on that. So,
there you go.
And I played this really bizarre short RPG called The that's most striking feature is its artwork, which is constructed entirely of paper and hand colored drawings as if a child drew them.
Weird.
With a child with bad artistic skills.
Yeah. Freak Five says,
and it's like bizarre in the sense that a game like Off or Undertale is odd.
Yeah.
You're criticizing my artwork now? God.
I didn't know you had childlike artwork skills.
Freak 5 says, Terra and Don't Bite Me Bro are free on the PlayStation Store.
In fact, when you're walking around the map, like, you could see where the seams where the different papers intersect.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Dungeon says, I've been playing Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, Division, and Metal Gear Survive, only to realize that no one plays Metal Gear Survive anymore online. Yeah, I know, man.
Is it your first mistake even playing Metal Gear Survive?
Yeah. So he said
he wanted to go farming, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I had with, what was that game that I wanted to play, and I logged on, nobody was fucking playing it anymore. I think it was one of the Red Faction games. Oh well.
These
I was really disappointed.
Yeah, MMO. I knew it was an MMO. No wonder I didn't know about Terra. But that's cool, if you're into MMOs. Alright, I've been playing Uncharted, Marvel Puzzle Quest, of course. I'm about halfway through with the first game. Guys, I gotta tell you, they did a good job with the remaster of Uncharted 1, at least. I haven't even gotten to 2, and I'm pretty impressed. It looks really good. Alright, no reviews this week. Let's go to our Stinkos break.
Actually, I do have one. I forgot to mention it.
Okay, hang on. Okay, go ahead. Hi, Kura. What's your review?
Oops, it's Hi Kara, sorry. Hi Kara-san, Here Comes Miss Modern. It is a movie that takes place in the early Meiji restoration of Japan. So they're trying to get modernized, and I guess this character whose name's Benio. She's a part of this. She's in the school for girls, specifically for the purpose of becoming good wives for husbands that they get through arranged marriages. Because arranged marriages was a big thing, even in the West, but especially in Japan. And she kind of bucks the trend. She's independent and mushes her skin of her parents, but she ends up meeting this guy that she ends up liking, but it turns out that he's actually her arranged marriage partner. And
wait, she likes him? I mean, that sounds like
not at first. At first, she's just on friendly terms. But she
doesn't really like him.
She kind of still wants to be rebellious because, like, I don't want to be forced into a marriage. Then I may not like this guy. But she ends up falling in love with him. But
okay. Well, the way you said it at first didn't it sounded like she was already into him. And it's like, hey, look, this guy you love. Guess what? You're destined to marry him. Oh, really? Well, I already love him, so let's do this.
Well, no, it's more like she gets memorized by him, but because they have like a moment, but that's all it was at that time. But anyways, so yeah, it is a good progressive movie, despite the fact that like she kind of ends up falling in love with the person who she was basically destined from birth to marry, because like basically there's an agreement between their two houses that the next heirs of their respective families should marry, but because of something that happened like years ago that kind of tore these two lovers from their families apart. But I guess no one was able to fulfill that until now because they've all been like male heirs. But
and gay marriage was illegal. Well, I don't mean to call it gay marriage. I mean,
no, I'm not talking about gay marriage. I'm talking about the fact that like both families had male heirs.
I know. I was making a bad joke. Yeah.
All right.
So but yes, gay people getting married wasn't a thing back then either, though.
Yeah.
So,
that was kind of my point. But yeah, it's tasteless joke.
So what are you?
But
yeah.
But anyways, it does leave off on a cliffhanger because this is a part 1. Because he gets sent off to war and then something happens, and then she goes to find out what happened to him, and that's where the movie ends.
Yeah. All right. So what are you giving it, Eric?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
All right, that's pretty good.
I might give it a higher score based on how well the second one turns out.
All right. Freak5 says, anyone else watching Cloak and Dagger? I'm definitely interested in that, Freak5. I haven't gotten to it. I've got so much other stuff to watch, but that's high on my list, Cloak and Dagger.
I want to give a quick review. Another superhero show that we don't often talk about, but show is called Legion.
Yep.
It's weird and wild, and it always keeps you interested if you don't even know what's going on. It's a lot of fun. It's a 9.5. Watch it.
Okay. Wow.
Here's like let me give my basic explanation. I just finished season 2. With the first season, I watched the first episode and didn't really understand what was going on. But knowing that this was, this is a X-Men property, I'm like, okay, I still want to watch it. By the end of the second episode, I didn't know if I wanted to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of confused. I was really confused and just kind of watching it like, I don't know what I feel. And then by the third episode, into the third episode, I couldn't stop watching it.
Wow.
But by the end of the third episode, there was never enough of it.
Wow.
And like I said, they just did the season finale of the second season, and it's a 9.5. Watch it.
Wow. Dungeon says Legion has the craziest commercials.
Oh, the show is even crazier than the commercials.
All right, that's awesome.
It had one of the most awesome fight scenes in this season finale, because it was half acting and half animated drawing. It's just it's a really crazy show.
Yeah.
Supernatural had an episode where they were stuck in a Scooby-Doo episode.
I saw that episode. That was kind of cool. All right, let's move on to that was a ringing endorsement break.
I'm surprised
without giving one spoiler.
I'm surprised Break hasn't watched season 6 of Voltron yet.
I'm halfway through it.
There we go.
I haven't even watched season 5, so I'm just gonna treat them all as one season, which they should do anyways, because I hate the way Netflix splits up seasons. Yeah. It's like, no, this is a core, not a season.
6 episodes.
Like, technically, we're on season 3. Technically, we're on season 3.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Like 6 episodes is a season. That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that might work for a show like Stranger Things, but it's not going to work for Voltron.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. I think I'm on episode 4 right now.
Yeah.
The third, I think that it was the third episode. They go off on like a completely. Basically, the third episode. I'm pretty sure it's the third episode. They just play a video game the whole episode.
Wow. That's
which is, I mean, yeah, this is a cartoon and everything, but you guys have a story that you're telling, and like you suddenly kind of go off the rails and do this weird episode. But anyway,
yeah.
So yeah,
so it's not so much as it's weird; it's just a weird place to do a weird break. You mean?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
So, because I understand filler episodes, but like when you're like Bleach and you do a complete filler season in the middle of the storyline you're doing, that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's probably not that bad, but it's probably similar.
No, it's not that bad at all. I mean, I actually liked the episode. It was kind of basically they're playing a Dungeons and Dragons type game.
Sweet. Are there any
So there's a lot of fun to be had, but it's one of those like, come on,
were there any girls
can we do
there?
Side episodes? What?
You ever see that YouTube thing? Are there any girls there? I want to do them. I'll have to find it. It's a good thing.
No.
Yeah.
But is that from Simpsons or something?
No, Harvey Weinstein, I haven't.
No, it's
Harvey, whatever you say.
Dungeon will know. It's this group of friends playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it's animated on YouTube, and like there's this one annoying guy, and he's like, are there any chicks there? I want to do them. Like you could hear him in the background like fucking up the
gotcha.
whole thing.
Like, yeah, not playing D&D.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to our stinkos. D&D's fun. How dare you disparage D&D?
I was just saying, like, girls playing it, not
Freak
at least
5?
in my experience.
Freak 5 knows what I'm talking about. See, I told you I'm not crazy. Breakman, what is your stinko of the week?
Oh, my stinko goes to Eric sent me a text on Twitter earlier to ask me if they had a certain game at Toys R Us. Well, my stinko goes to Toys R Us because they like shipped out all their games.
Oh.
Yeah, they dropped.
So there's no reason to go there anymore.
Yeah, they dropped their price to 50 to 70% off. So if there are like toys you're looking for, you better run in real quick before they're emptied. But I checked their video games, all gone. They shipped those out. But I was like, well, maybe they got some awesome board games because they did.
Well,
before.
they're probably going to be closed before Monday. That's what happened.
Yeah, they're not going to be open much longer. This is like the last breath of air of Toys R Us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dungeon got it.
Should we have a eulogy by playing the theme song for the commercial?
Dungeon says it was an extra on the Summoner game, and I believe that. I remember it being that. So there you go. I can't remember where.
They still have board games, but they don't have the Nintendo and they don't have like the video game themed board games. They still have a bunch of like child board games, but nothing. They don't really have anything left for adults.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. I think I found it. Hang on. See if I can. There we go.
Gallstaff, you have entered the door to the north. You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Where are the Cheetos?
They're right next to you.
I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh!
I want to cast a spell. Can I have a Mountain Dew?
Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew, just go get it.
I can cast any of these, right? On the list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room?
I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet.
I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking.
You guys get the gist, but it's called.
Wait, I want to know what he was attacking.
Oh, okay.
The darkness.
I'll play it a little bit.
The darkness.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you.
Whoa!
That's me, right? He's wearing a brown tunic, and he has gray hair and blue eyes.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Let me see that sheet.
Well, it says
He's
I
playing
have,
Kingdom Hearts,
well, it
man.
says I have
He's
blue, but I
attacking
don't
the
have
we don't
gray
hit
eyes.
play anymore. I just wanted to know what he was attacking.
Yeah. You gotta listen to that whole thing, Break. It's awesome. It's Summoner D&D Easter egg. It's really, really fun. So, all right, let's move on. Your stinko, Break?
No, like I just said, Toys R Us.
Yeah, Toys R Us. Getting all their games out of there. They don't want to sell them at half off.
Yeah, I wonder what they do with them, because I know they've been taking stuff from the warehouses and shipping it in the stores for a while, but when they ship stuff to the back, I wonder what they do with it. Are they shipping it back to the company maybe and trying to get money from them?
Yeah. That
Maybe,
sucks,
maybe,
man.
I don't know. Maybe from trying to get money from Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Freak 5 says the original is the 8-bit reenactment on the top. Yeah, I got it off now. He goes, "Are there any girls there? I want to do them." That annoying guy in the background. It's really
like he didn't even ask for standards. Like he just said girls in general. Like
yeah, exactly.
That's the most vague statement I've ever heard. Like I want to do the. Like, what's going on? Like, what if one of those girls is your mom, dude?
Funny as hell, man. All right.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. Eric, did you have a stinko? I didn't see one listed. No. All right. I'll make up for it. I have like 3. I'll do them as quick as I can. Trade wars suck. Now we're in a trade war with China, which I guess. I mean,
so you could have mentioned any of the political stuff. I figured you had all of them.
I do. I got it all. I guess that's better than trade wars with Canada and Mexico, but still.
No, not even slightly.
Yeah.
I understand what your sentiment that they are our neighbors, but the problem is China is a huge economy. They take a lot of our export. Yeah, that's what I meant. They take a lot of our exports.
Yeah,
and we do take a lot of their imports, but and people realize that, but they don't realize how many of our exports they take.
The problem,
it's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's huge.
I totally agree, but the worst problem is stealing IPs. That's the problem. What?
Freak says Trump probably meant a fun war.
Yeah. Trade wars for everyone, Dungeon says. China's the second largest economy in the world. That is true. They passed.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a big deal. Like, messing with China is the biggest. It's bigger than even messing with our neighbors.
I totally agree with that, and it's gonna do nothing but hurt the United States. It's not.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's a dumb move.
There's no other word to explain it other than stupid.
Yeah. My second goes to Sarah Suckaby Sanders for being a pathological liar, like her boss.
I'm pretty sure that's in her job description.
Yep. And
when you work for Trump, I'm pretty sure that's in your job description.
Yep.
Can you lie?
It's probably a requirement.
Yeah. That's he puts it right in the contract. Like, that's rule number 1. Can you lie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're hired. Do you have a conscience? Good.
Can you repeat everything I say?
Yeah. The problem.
Sure.
The problem with that position in particular is that you do have to lie. And if you're a moral person, which I think Sarah Sanders is not a moral person in any sense of the word, what is it?
What are you talking about? She'll invoke the Bible.
Yeah. What does it say when probably the best of the lot is a pathological liar? That I don't know. It's so screwed up. And then the final thing, last week I mentioned that we're now in the United States detaining kids in cages like dogs. And here's proof. I have a picture on the screen of a Texas dog kennel. What I liken to a dog kennel where this kid is
whatever that picture, that's fake news. Whatever.
Yep. And then you're looking at the picture.
It's one of the most ridiculous things.
Well, I read something about like them getting tents and making tent cities.
No, hold on, Eric. I'll continue with it. This picture says
this is the most un-American picture ever.
I agree, but here's where it's really sad. Okay, you got this picture of this kid. He's looking at a TV, which that's good. They have a TV there, but you have an authoritarian figure inside the cage with this
statue.
Yeah, and it should be very, very concerning to anybody that's an American. This is not what this country is based on. Our country was supposed to be a beacon for people to come in and contribute and become
have we not learned anything from like the shit we did?
I don't care if their parents
years ago.
You don't separate them for their parents.
Even if you want to separating them, putting them in cages like they're animals is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah. And not only that, like, there's lots of studies to prove that if you separate a kid from their parent, at an early age, it fucks with their minds.
I saw something on Twitter. Somebody made a joke, and I can't remember what the joke was, but the basic gist was like the same people who are okay with this are anti-abortion.
Yeah, that's true.
They're saying like that's murder and like you can't like the kid has to be with the parent and stuff like that basically whereas here they're like you can't have these parents two can't they can't do that.
You gotta follow the law.
By all accounts, like they're being treated good. Like they're not.
This is the kind of shit we've done before, haven't we? Learned from our mistakes as a country.
No, we haven't. A lot of Japanese people still hold some big time resentment for being in internment camps, and that's what this country has come to. We are now putting kids in cages like dogs, and this makes me sad to be an American. I know.
Yeah. Well, not to mention that ICE is just looking for excuses to get rid of people, even though they've been here for forever.
But here's the thing, like, I would prefer to get on these airwaves and say I'm proud to be an American, But how can I say I'm proud to be an American when we do shit like this? You know what I'm saying, Break? Like I don't know how else to put it. Like, can you imagine as a little kid being ripped from your mother's arms? There are reports of infants being ripped from their moms and dad's arms and then have to go to court. There was literally a 5-year-old that was standing in front of a judge to get his sentence. And I'm like, these people aren't criminals. They're refugees. They're seeking asylum. You know what I mean? I mean, it blows my mind. I'm looking at pictures now, and it just makes me sad, man. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Trump's immigration policies make Japan's isolationism look quaint.
Yeah. And if you don't think we're in a dictatorship, this might...
It's not like that. I don't know. Like, they were dragging people from their homes then, but
yeah.
At the same time, like, yeah, I don't want to compare the two, but I was just saying that, like, haven't we learned?
Yeah. Why
Why can't we learn? Like, putting people in cages is inhumane.
What exactly?
It's simple as, unless they're, unless they're a criminal of some sort, you know.
Yeah.
But putting children in cages, what the fuck?
Yeah. Why? I mean,
if we're gonna send your parents over there, and we're gonna, hey, look at that cage over there. Yeah, get in there, shithead.
Yep.
And rat, get in there. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. To your point, Break, the next logical step is raiding people's homes and putting people in cages, including kids. And by the way, we have no idea whether
Donald Trump has his way. Yeah. Apparently.
And by the way, we have no idea where the girls are. All right, this is just boys in these fucking cages in Texas. So what's going on? Are they being taken care of? Are people inspecting to make sure that everything is on the up and up, and these officers are doing what they're supposed to be doing and not harassing the kids or traumatizing them further? Because that's what they are. They're traumatized kids.
Where's the media at in this? Yeah. This is their job.
Yeah, and you know what? To CNN's credit, I'm not a huge CNN fan, but they are trying to put light on this. And this is... we all should be out on the streets protesting this. I mean, if this can happen to these people, it can happen to anybody, and it sucks, and that's my ultimate stinko. It will always be a stinko. So that's my stinko.
Yeah,
why aren't soldiers going no? And we're gonna point our gun at you, Donald.
It's ridiculous.
Putting children in cages will always be a stinko.
Yes, for sure. Let's move on to happier.
I mean, if they're violent children, if they're torturing animals, I get it. But
but these people aren't
anything close to that.
You know what these
nothing close to that.
Yeah, you know what these kids' crime is running.
Being with their parents.
Being with their parents and running with their parents away from
oppression, murder, rape.
Yes.
Right now there is I think in the last couple of years there was a record number of politicians murdered in Mexico.
Yeah.
And those were politicians for the most part who were pointing out corruption in the system. And such like that. Like, that's... Like, Mexico is not a good place to live.
No. And it's not even Mexico that these people are coming from. So
I can't blame anybody who wants to run the fuck away from that shit.
There's parts of Mexico that are nice and wonderful.
Yeah, and most of those places are tourist resorts, you know?
Yeah. These people weren't even Mexicans. So I know Trump has it in for Mexicans, and he thinks that Mexicans are the devil. But a lot of these,
sorry. You're right. It isn't just Mexicans.
Yeah, a lot of these kids, a lot of these people were running away from places like Colombia, away from drug lords and people that, like you said, kill and rape and stuff like that. It's shameful. We should all be ashamed as Americans right now that we're doing this, and anybody who doesn't, I have no sympathy for. Like, they are lost to me. Let's move on to happier things. Break, what is your sweeto of the week?
Oh, speaking of happier things, remember that judge who gave that Brock Turner rapist kid 6 months in jail?
Yes, by the way. Yes.
Well, in a rare turn of a development, very rare development, the people of California band together and had him recalled. The judge, I mean.
Good. About fucking time we get justice.
And there are a lot of people who are screaming like, "No, we can't do this. This is a bad precedent." No, this is a great precedent.
This is a great.
This means that the people are in charge of this country.
Yep.
Not some judge with some agenda.
Yeah, I totally agree. 6 months for raping is what he got. That is, and I think he even served half of that, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I said. He only served half.
Yeah. 3 months.
And DB says, whoa, he was recalled. Yep, it was a very rare turn of events because judges getting recalled is something that doesn't happen very often. Politicians getting recalled. Like, this needs to be
a regular thing.
Norm. We need to have the power of saying, like, whoa, we screwed up.
Yep.
We were wrong. That guy's not right. He told us one thing and he's doing the complete opposite. We need that option.
Yeah. Hey, to further that point, do you think, like, I've been thinking about this for a while, do you think it would be kosher, like, any elected politician should have a year in review type thing, and people basically, based on the amount of complaints and or good things that politician has done, whether or not we keep them or not?
That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all.
Yeah. Every year we should.
The judge's name is Aaron Persky.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Piece of shit is what he is.
And here I put a link in chat where it's basically two opinions, and you can see like one of the people is a judge, and they're saying like this is a bad thing. Like,
no, fuck that.
No,
fuck
as a citizen of this country.
Yep, this is great.
When you tell us, since I've been a little child, I've heard for the people.
Yep, by the people.
People, for the people, by the people.
Yep.
Everything.
I just heard more bad news. Apparently the U.S. is going to be a withdrawal from the UN Human Rights Council.
Oh, wonderful. So we no longer are interested in people at all. We hate people, according to that, Eric.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great. Eric, what is your sweeto?
The free lunch.
Oh, cool. Did I get your sweeto break? Did I pass over?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, go on. What's your sweeto?
Mine is that Paul Manafort's in jail. A criminal. This guy is as dirty as they come, and it ain't gonna be long before he fucking turns. I'm telling you, this guy in prison, Manafort, he's not a hardened, type of person that's not gonna turn on Trump. So the end is very, very near for Trump, and that's my sweeto for the week. You can't fuck with witnesses, and that's what he was doing with encrypted phones and apps and shit like that. And he had to have known that they were, they had him in his sights, in their sights. Manafort is an idiot, and that could be the beginning of the end for this presidency, which I think would make everybody happy, or at least a little bit better. No lulls this week. Let's do our free-for-all, guys. E3 impressions. What were you most impressed with? Any notes that you want to give us about E3, and then the all-important question: who do you think won E3? And I'll start with Brady.
I hate that question, but I got I got a list of shit, so you might want to start with Eric.
Okay, Eric. E3 impressions.
I saw a lot of interesting stuff at Microsoft's, but almost all of it I could play anywhere else.
Yeah. I agree. Microsoft had...
Let's see. I'm going to say Nintendo just because, like, I felt like everybody was a little bit underwhelming, but out of all of them, I was most interested in what they had to show. And even though they didn't show much, there were, like, a couple things that I liked about it.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about what we saw there. I didn't know we were going to write in
called Daemon Ex Machina, where you play as mechs, and it's kind of like the unofficial sequel to Armored Core, but it also has got this crazy angle to it that also reminds me of Zone of the Enders, and like maybe I guess Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah. Later, Freak. Thanks for joining. Have a good weekend. Thanks for joining in the show today. Break. We're just. It's just kind of a hodgepodge.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're knowing who we think we won the show, I think most of them were were very underwhelming. I will say Sony and their whole Norman Reedus walking simulator game and the music that was going on during
I don't know
the
if
show.
it's a simulator, but they did
Really,
show
because
a
there
lot
wasn't
of
any other
walking.
gameplay. It was
Yeah.
just walking and
Yep.
cutscenes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's a walking simulator.
It's a very stylish walking simulator.
Yeah, it's a very pretty walking simulator. It is. I mean,
It's also got umbilical cord baby fetus.
Yeah, exactly.
yes, like it was the weirdest demo ever, and I like the premise that Sony was going with. Like, instead of showing you a ton of games, let's go like deep dive into games.
Yeah.
There's just problems that some of the games they went into weren't interesting at all.
Yeah.
Some were, but I'll get back to that in a minute.
And the Last of Us 2 is just reminding me that, like, as I get older, I'm just getting less and less interested in ultra-violent games.
I'm
not as interested.
I can handle ultra-violent games, but I think we have too many of them. It's like,
yeah,
the homology's getting to me.
I guess
for me, it was just like it was just I'm just not that interested in stealth games.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't really interested. And it looked pretty, and it was interesting gameplay. Like it seemed like very like a realistic type setting, for the future, apocalyptic future, so to speak. You know what I mean? But it meant like the interactions seemed very realistic.
Also, the voice acting for that Tsushima game is pretty bad.
Yeah, but the game looks great. That's what matters.
I think Phil Lamar's like doing voice talent to the game, but I don't think his voice works for a game like this. When I think of Phil Lamar, I think Samurai Jack, and that's goofy, and this is realistic.
Yeah, but the game looked good.
He does good stuff. Like I like him.
But he's also not Japanese, and I think Japanese people should be doing Japanese roles.
Yeah.
Well, I get that, but I'm saying like it's as far as Phil Lamar goes, I think he's done the best Green Lantern that we've had so far.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you guys
Are you talking
more.
about from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited?
I just mean of all the cartoon Green Lantern voice actors we've had, his Jon Stewart was better than all of them.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And Dungeon Buster says, I wonder if Ghost of Tsushima would have a Japanese VO as an option. That was one of the really good games I saw there.
It is going to, but the Mongolians should also be speaking Mongolian, though, and they should have that in subtitles.
Yeah, for me, the problem with Sony is there were only 2 games.
It's like a lot of the voice actors sound like a stereotypical Japanese Asian accent. It sounds racist.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't. That doesn't sound racist to me. That sounds like them. Like, I don't know.
Like Japanese and like Chinese people pretending to be Mongolians but speaking in English. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's never worked. It always sounds vaguely racist.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you guys more. I think everyone was underwhelming. Although I was slightly impressed with Sony's press conference. Like you said, Break. They kind of went in depth. But
the problem, like I said, was I didn't really. There were only 2 games I enjoyed in their conference. One was Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
The other one was Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like.
And there was Resident Evil, which is something that I wanted to get to in my. When I got to it, but we'll get to that. Go ahead.
I was pleasantly surprised with Sekiro. The From Software thing that we talked about earlier. I got the trailer on the screen now.
The only problem I have with Sekiro is that it's being published by Activision.
Yeah, but who cares? I mean, look at the developer.
Spider-Man looked good.
Yeah,
I agree, DB.
I want to buy Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looks good. I don't see any.
Spider-Man does look good. So moving on, I said what my favorite 2 of the Sony were. Nintendo. They spent a lot of time. They did have the little sizzle reel, which only I
most
guess
most of the best parts of Nintendo were from the Treehouse segments that they did after the Direct.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't see all that stuff, but as far as their show goes, the Pokemon Plus ball just makes me want to laugh my ass off.
Yeah, it does.
$50 for that thing.
Yeah.
Are you flipping kidding me?
No, $50.
That
$50.
is
It is basically the same pricing mentality as the Switch Pro controller, but it's only $20 less.
Oh my god, that makes it even better.
Yeah, and you know,
the
the only thing,
absurd controller of this generation.
the only thing that would make me laugh harder is if Nintendo charged $70 for cardboard. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But it's not for the cardboard; it's for the software.
I know.
With.
I'm making fun.
It's cool that they finally got a Mario Party online. You know.
Yeah, that's
it's taken
cool.
them forever, but there's finally a Mario
No,
Party.
I'm glad.
Now we can all be dicks to each other.
Yeah,
Rick needs to get a Switch, and then we
I
can
know,
all
I
play
need
Mario
to
Party and
switch.
hate each other.
yeah,
I did
exactly.
get Switch just to grief people in Mario Party. You're right.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo spent a lot of time on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which looked pretty fucking awesome to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they brought Ridley. They people wanted Ridley. They gave us Ridley.
Yeah.
They've jam packed that. Any character that's ever been in Smash Bros. They put into the game.
Oh yeah, speaking
And
of this
just-
white guy in this video.
Hold
that
on,
Frank
Eric.
explained.
Hold on, Eric. What were you saying, Break? Did
What video? What?
You were saying something.
I was saying it was ridiculous the amount of characters they put into the game.
Yeah.
They've added Ridley and Daisy.
Oh
Princess
yeah.
Daisy.
Yeah. They have every single.
And not only
character.
that, but Daisy's like what they're calling an Echo Fighter, which has completely different moveset from the character that they're basically a clone of.
Yeah.
So they're not really clones anymore.
Yeah, that's really
Of
cool.
course, Mega Man, Ryu, and the damn Metal Gear Solid dude. Snake's in it. You know.
Yeah.
They've added everyone who's ever been in Smash Bros, which is pretty cool.
There's a couple of big AAA games that I'm pretty impressed with. Anthem. I've been on that for a while.
I was impressed with Anthem too.
Yeah.
I'm
was
still
impressed
worried
with
they'll
it.
fuck it up somehow.
I know, Eric. I know your hesitation. I feel the same way.
I mean, look what they did with fucking Mass Effect and
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I thought was interesting. It's kind of a Roman aspect to that. I totally agree with you, Break.
Greek, not Roman.
Greek. It was Roman.
It was definitely Greek.
Oh, Greek. Okay. I totally agree with you, Break, on Death Stranding. I mean, walking simulator.
Yes.
You don't know
it's
anything.
called Norman Reedus Walking Simulator.
Norman
It's walking
Reedus
simulator until we know what it actually fucking is. 'Cause
The Norman Reedus Walking Simulator. Because
Yeah.
it looked like Norman Reedus. I was like, wow, that's a good representation of Norman Reedus in that fetus.
Yeah.
maybe the story's about how Norman Reedus had a baby in it.
And why he keeps his fetus in his backpack.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
an interesting story.
Last of Us 2, we got a little bit of gameplay from Last of Us 2. I think that's going to be a great AAA title. Resident Evil.
I hope Odyssey fixes some of the issues I had with Origins, like the fact that like most quests didn't give you big rewards and didn't have strong story content to back them up, and most of them were all samey.
Yeah, I got really high hopes for Anthem. I want that game to be good. It looks fantastic. I think it's going to be good. And finally, I was really impressed with the RE2 remake. I know you wanted to get into that, Breakman, a little bit.
So from what I could tell,
I
looks like
didn't.
it plays like
thought you
a
did.
little bit of 4 and 7.
Yeah. But yeah,
I think you meant Eric, but
I thought you wanted to talk about
no,
that.
like I'm just okay. It's a remake of Resident Evil 2.
It looks
Okay.
good. I was.
I mean,
impressed.
it looks good and all. I liked it for its time, and thank God they're changing controls. But the last time when I played the original, I just remembered at the time the tank controls were old.
Yeah. All right. What about Fallout 76, Break? Are you any more excited or less excited now that E3 has come and gone?
I'm thinking about pre-ordering it.
Wow.
I think it's less exciting to me because I played a game I forget what it was called now, but Absolver, that's what it was, where basically anybody in the game, since it's online, could probably just walk up and kill you whenever. And even though you're minding your own business,
you can play single player only.
That would
be they went out of their way to say that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but like it made it. They made it sound
but they went out of their way to say there's a single player mode, only. They would prefer you play multiplayer, but for the people who want to play single player, it's there.
So that sounds to me like if you try to play single player, it'll be a lot harder.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Instead of like having separate single player services with games balanced for that server.
Yeah.
But
I
well, to me, it sounds like, as somebody who played WoW, it sounds to me like they really, like they're people like me who are, for the most part, we just solo play. Like, and they're like, yeah, we're glad you're there, but we really prefer if you group together.
Yeah.
If it's like Star Wars Online, where you could just be a merchant if you went, and people don't have to bother, and you don't have to participate in anything, that'll be fine. But it sounds like it might not be quite that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about pre-ordering it, and if you pre-order it, they're letting you early access to the beta, which is their, what do they call it, the break it beta or something, which is a pretty great idea. I think.
I'm worried that the ability to shoot nukes will have a destabilizing effect on the game. Again, that might be their problem.
I'm sure they've taken care of that in their own way. They're not just going to release. Well, this is Bethesda, so it'll probably break and they'll know about it.
Yeah, well, and that's part of the point of pre-ordering. If you pre-order it, you get into the demo, or the beta, which they want you to find bugs so they can try and get as many of the bugs out of it as possible. Which
I'm excited about Doom Eternal.
Doom and what?
Doom Eternal. There wasn't much to that. It was just more of an announcement.
Yeah. Dungeon says it looks like there might not be NPCs in Fallout. Yeah. So that's interesting.
They did say that everyone was going to be playable. So it does sound like you were saying, being a shop merchant. Like, it sounds like some people will be able to do, like, you will be able to do the kind of stuff. Hopefully. Yeah. But I was thinking about pre-ordering it, so we'll maybe find out more.
Yeah. Exactly.
I need to find out more about Halo Infinite. Like, is Halo Infinite Halo 6, or is it like ODST?
Well,
or is it going to be like a Battle Royale? Because if it's Battle Royale, I'm not interested at all.
Well, I was gonna since I talked about my impressions of Sony and Nintendo, I was gonna get to Microsoft, and they opened it with their Halo Infinite, which was just a tech demo for that fucking engine they're talking about. It's nothing to do with the gameplay. We have no idea what's going to be in Infinite. Basically, they said they want to go away from the number system, so this is why they're calling it Infinite instead of Halo 6. We're probably not.
Once you go to Infinite, where do you go from there? It's like maybe you should have picked another name.
Yeah, BioShock
yeah, no shit. They're gonna. So this is one of my biggest disappointments of the show. And the reason I was really most disappointed with, this is one of the reasons I was disappointed with Xbox. I kept waiting for them to get back to Halo after they announced it, and then I found out after they did their show from 343 Studios, and Jesus, I can't even talk right now, that it was just a tech demo of the engine that they have. It
so
was
Halo 6 next year.
The way it sounds like it's at least a couple of years off.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it might not even be out until their next system.
Systems. You have to remember. Yeah. Just like that means they're gonna have tiered tiers for like the next console, where you can get this level of power for this price and such.
Wyland says KI is on sale for $10 now.
Yeah, I said that earlier, and I'm gonna buy it later.
Yeah. One thing I do want to complain about is that like everybody fails in regards to like the representation for different diversity groups, like people of color and such like that. Mm-hmm. Either within just doing diversity in the first place and then having inclusion.
One game
all the presenters were all guys, no females.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Like there were in Ubisoft's conference.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch most of that one. So
okay, so I watched all of them. I made sure I caught.
And Ubisoft was so boring, I didn't pay attention.
They are such a weird. Their show is always an interesting conference.
You know what? Maybe I missed it, but I did not see anything on the Walking Dead game. I was kind of interested in that game. And
I watched a video of it.
Hopefully, it's better than that other one that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a good understanding of what the gameplay is.
Yeah.
See, much on it.
That was probably my biggest disappointment. Is not.
But back to Microsoft. They also announced there's going to be the free game for everybody, Captain Spirit, which is going to be coming out on all consoles. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, that's the Square game.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What else did they have that was really cool? Microsoft had that Forza 4 with their seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That looked really neat. Now, I'm not a racing game fan, but I was like, oh, that's really cool, and stared at that.
Forza is a great
next
game.
Metro was announced, which is good.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Forza is a great game. Those are good games. I'm not a big racing guy, but I do like the way that's shaping out. Looks good. Another big disappointment for me. I didn't see a lot of RPG stuff. I mean, other than Kingdom Hearts 3, that's.
Most of that stuff was off to it wasn't in the conference, but if you watched other videos, there was some.
If you watch streaming stuff from the show floor,
there was a pretty good amount of RPGs. It just wasn't the main show type stuff.
Yeah,
and back to Microsoft.
Yeah,
go ahead. Back to Microsoft.
I was gonna say they have the I don't know. I think today is the last day, or maybe.
Oh, yesterday was.
Shit! Never mind.
Everybody's wrapped up by now. I mean, I think technically the shows was still going on a couple hours ago, but they were mostly cleaning up at that point.
Yeah.
They had a $1 Game Pass. Yeah. Whoops, that was yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me see here. They also had a game called Jump Force. I want to see more of that one.
Yeah. That looks awful to me.
Had a game where all your choices matter, so I want to know more about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had Just Cause 4, which looked like a lot of fun to me. I like blowing stuff up. Then
Far Cry.
The show.
Yeah.
What's that?
Far Cry 5 Vietnam DLC. Wyland says as long as Forza Horizon 4 isn't steaming pile on PC like 3 was, he'll be happy.
Right. And then Microsoft, while I was waiting for them to talk more about Halo Infinite, they got into their Gears section, and they've announced a bunch of Gears stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Funko one.
Yeah, the Funko Gears.
That one was a shock. There's the Gears Tactic game, and then Gears 5, where apparently they've switched to Kate as the main character now.
I mean, that's nice. That's at least some good representation on the game side, even the conferences themselves were like all white dudes.
It was a problem with this, it's more Gears, and it just looked like more of the same.
Yeah, I know. At this point, it's kind of Gears fatigue. I like Gears.
Are they trying to do a decent story this time, though?
They've said that before.
Yeah. Yeah, they always say that, man. They always say that.
So their show, theirs disappointed me. I didn't get the Halo announcement I was hoping for, even though there were some cool announcements. Let me see. We had the Squinix show, and their show was weak as shit. I don't know even why they bothered showing up.
Yeah.
That was such a disappointment.
And because I guess the Direct couldn't fit in promoting Octopath Traveler, Square did it for them because Nintendo is the publisher of the North American version of this game as well as the European version. So,
did anybody see anything on Dragon Quest during the show? Cause
Square had Dragon Quest trailer on theirs, and I think they played. They on the show floor. They had gameplay footage you could watch, like 15 minutes of the game or something.
I didn't see it. I'll have to look online and take a peek. Is it action RPG or is it traditional turn-based?
It's traditional.
Good. I'm glad they
That's like bread and butter of Dragon Quest.
Yeah. No, I know. I would have been disappointed.
They almost tried to make 9, an action RPG,
God,
and people were like, "No."
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't. That's good call.
No, Frank would cry.
Oh God,
he'd cry for weeks. He'd be inconsolable.
I would be.
Frank, we're gonna do an episode show. I can't.
I'd be so depressed.
I think the negative side effect from that though is that they stuck too tightly to tradition.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay. It's fine. As long as it looks pretty and plays good, I'm good.
As much as I like Koichi Sugiyama's music, he's a piece of shit as a person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of want him to get a protege and have someone else do the music in the future.
Ashen was another one that I saw that looked pretty decent.
Don't forget Yuji Horii as well, because he's an old dude. He's probably not only got like a couple of years left.
Yeah. So yeah, overall very underwhelming E3. Even though there was lots of
I think the shows were underwhelming, but I don't think the overall E3 was underwhelming. It was just, I think the biggest problem was most of the games aren't coming out till next year. But let me, I still haven't talked about what my favorite stuff was.
Okay,
first I want to get into the Ubisoft real quick because I'm confused. The Beyond Good and Evil 2 game. What the fuck is it?
Yeah.
They say it's an action RPG, but the thing that bothers me about that is the whole hit record thing, where like they're basically there's a bit of controversy with that, or they're basically trying to get free labor out of trying to make these people compete with each other to develop art for the game.
Oh well, I was gonna say, as far as like I didn't see anything RPG-ish in it.
Yeah.
Like this was a good for back when it was made, was a good Zelda-ish type game.
Yeah.
And all I saw was a space shooter.
Yeah. Dungeon says
I'm kind of concerned.
Dungeon says now it's a space opera. Yeah. It looks good. It looks pretty. I mean, that you have to say.
It's just I'm really concerned because that's not what.
Yeah.
I mean.
But you have to remember at the same time, it's like it's a sequel to a game. They are allowed to do a different style of game if they want. And maybe it'll be a better fit for the series.
Yeah,
but
that's a possibility.
But we saw nothing but CG because that's all E3 ever fucking does.
That's the one complaint. All CG. Like
we're calling the Norman Reedus Death Stranding game a walking simulator because we don't know what the gameplay is.
Yeah, I know.
That's all you see them do is walk.
That's my critique of like these big shows. They need to
Another thing I'm
focus
gonna
on
complain about
gameplay.
is Sony. It's like Sony is being asses about the whole Fortnite thing. I don't know if anybody knows, but they basically have like locked the accounts. If you had a PS4 account of Fortnite and then you went to Switch or something, they lock your account and then you have to make a new account on the Switch version because they don't want to play nice with cross save. Because Sony's a bunch of fucking assholes that feel like they need to control everything.
Yeah. I also saw a game called 20 Minutes of Hell. I don't know if you guys had a chance to pick that or to look at that.
Another thing.
Really
I want to mention
pretty.
another thing before you go on, because we only have a little bit left. But I was kind of disappointed there was no price drop announcements for the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro.
Yeah. Well, they had that sale going on where they dropped it for $50 for like a month or something. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, there's a $50 temporary price drop. What were you gonna say, Break? What were some more of your?
Okay, I had just really a couple more things. The first I'll say is the game that I saw that most impressed me, and I'm weary because I thought the first game was a pile of shit. But the game that just like the demo that made me go, ooh, I would have a lot of fun playing Rage 2.
Yeah, Rage 2 was kind of stole the show. I agree.
Rage 2 is kind of reminds me of what Borderlands probably should have been.
That and also, oh god, there was another game. Days Gone looks really good to me. I don't know. It just looks kind of fun and different. And there was one more that was kind of impressive to me. I mentioned Anthem. That game looks.
Yeah, Anthem
it really does look good.
But for me, I was watching Rage, and I remember playing the first game, and I'm like, God, that first game just sucked. But I'm watching a demo for the second one, I'm like, God damn, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what else looks interesting. I might not play it, but Dying Light 2 might surprise. People.
I mentioned that one.
Some people
you?
were asking what happened to Dead Island 2. Dying Light is what happened to Dead Island 2, and then that became a sequel.
Yeah. And it's a better game anyways, but...
Yeah, Dying Light 2 looks really cool, because the choices you make during the game... He says DB says he hopes it doesn't have as much repetition as Mad Max did, and he said Dying Light is also fun.
Oh yeah, the new Metroid game looks interesting too.
Yes.
I didn't see the Metroid game actually.
That was at Microsoft. It was like one of the first games they showed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I did see it and I don't remember.
The faux Russian accents also bother me there for the same reasons that the same reasons that the Asian English accents bother me in Tsushima.
Yeah. That's another game that looks really good, Tsushima. I'm really impressed with that. But for me, what took the show for me was Sekiro.
Oh yeah. There's also one new Platinum game called Babylon's Fall, which it was a teaser, so we didn't see much of anything. But Platinum's does good stuff usually.
Yeah. For me, Rage 2 and Fallout 76 were the games of the show.
Of course. I would expect nothing less from you, Break. But yeah, for me, it was Sekiro and Tsushima. For you, Eric, what were a couple of the games that you're most excited for? Neo 2?
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Neo 2. I mean, I never played Neo, but...
Neo looked fun.
Yeah.
I could probably just skip Neo and go to Neo 2 and it wouldn't be a problem, but...
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it looked like a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, maybe the game won't have the issues that Neo got when it went to the complete on Windows, and they completely fucked up the balance with an update.
Oof, yeah. All right, guys.
Well, I got one more thing. I got one more point. Who did you think won the show? Eric said Sony.
I'm gonna say the trite thing that Black Wolf always says when the gamers, I guess.
Right, gamers won. Okay, what about you, Frank?
I definitely think it was Sony. I mean, if you just go based on games, I mean, sure, a lot of them were AAA experiences and stuff like Spider-Man and stuff like that. But I was more impressed with their showing than any other company. I mean, Anthem looks really good. I know it's gotten a lot of flack, but wait till it comes out before we start,
Cyberpunk as well.
Cyberpunk didn't show much. I was disappointed that they didn't show more, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a good feeling of what that game is.
So Sony, for me. You, Break?
For me, my big winner was actually the company known as Capcom. If you think about
Devil May Cry 5, that's another thing I'm interested in.
Devil May Cry 5,
yeah.
They used that as a big thing in Microsoft's show.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's show, they did a big thing with, obviously, Super Smash Brothers, and Mega Man was a big part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryu showed up, too.
Yeah.
So, again, Capcom taking Nintendo. And then
They were Smash DLC, or Ryu was Smash DLC character.
Right,
Yeah.
and he's now completely in the game because they brought all those characters, and then where was I? Sony, they did. Wait, what Sony have?
They Spider-Man.
Yeah, what they have?
No, that's the
Tsushima.
Capcom. Their big Capcom game was shit. What was that again? I forget already.
Monster Hunter.
Well, there was Monster Hunter, but what? Sony's big. What the fuck did they show? Oh, Resident Evil Remake. Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was one of the 5 big games they showed.
Dungeon
so
says...
for me, Capcom they were the most dominating force there, and it was the old school Capcom.
Yeah.
Because think about the titles they showed: Devil May Cry, Mega Man, which was also on the sizzle reel in Nintendo. Just these classic Nintendo or Capcom franchises.
They need to do something with Street Fighter. Like a
Street Fighter Anniversary is coming out later this month.
Yeah, I think it already is out, isn't it?
Or is it out already?
No. next week, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think it came out until later in the month.
Dungeon says trailer for Cyberpunk 2077 made it this E3 worthwhile. Been waiting a long time to see that. Old school Capcom did good, he also says. So, yeah.
Yes, for me, they were the big winner of this show.
I need to find out why Nero has a cyber arm now.
Yeah. All right, that's about it, guys, unless you have any parting shots before we get the hell out of here. Anybody have anything else? Yeah, see...
he says it out. He says it's out.
See, I thought it was
not Frank.
Really?
Yeah. See, I knew it was out.
Shut up, Frank. I'm not listening to
it. Didn't get much buzz over the week, so who knows?
I don't want to hear I told you so from Frank. Shut up.
I told you so.
It came out in May.
Break plugs, please.
Oh, it came out in May. Goddamn, I'm behind.
Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it.
Like, okay.
How dare you?
Whoopsie.
How dare you guys?
Yeah.
Always,
shut up, Frank.
Always trust Frank Branches. All right, break plugs.
Probably not worth the price they're asking now, though. I'll get it on a sale, but
yeah, I wonder how much it is. Probably $40 or $30.
Especially by then, they'll have the netcode fixed, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know, it's probably like 40 or more because I'm thinking $30 for the 30th anniversary sounds like
it's $30, I think, because I remember it being cheaper than Street Fighter 2, Ultra Street Fighter 2. So
that's the right price then. I think that sounds like because there are a lot of games.
$30 for its 30th anniversary. Haha. Yeah. I see what you did, Capcom.
And you can follow me at break_ and on Twitter break_man and it's 40. Ah,
really?
Dang it!
Maybe I saw it on sale or something then. As Amazon.com, Amazon Prime price or something.
Or pound RPGrinders at RPGrinders, whatever. I don't even care. Nobody sends anything to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Bridget did this week, so.
I know, and she tried to make me speak German-ish. I don't know, German slang. I don't know what
Exactly.
I don't know what to say.
Exactly.
It would. Sometimes I might get impatient, but for the most part, I'd be like, "Hey, whatever, fucking. You're doing your thing. At least I get the TV."
Eric,
you could find me at different sites I've written reviews on games for, like BostonBastardBrigade.com, TotallyGN.com, and the review for Battle Chasers Nightwear on the PS4 is up there. I had a few more, but it was E3 week, so that never happened. So maybe they'll be up tomorrow or next week. Yeah. But otherwise, there's also VogNetwork.com and HonestGamers.com, and you can find me on YouTube, Funny T-Man, or on Twitter at EricRPG.
Awesome. Code.
And then there's my Patreon.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
Just if you like what I wrote, then feel free to give me even just something as small as $1 to support me.
Yeah, exactly. Support Eric. He's a good writer. He's been writing reviews for a long time, and he's really good at it. I forgot to mention Code Vein. Code Vein's gonna be good.
I heard from some people that were playing it on the stage floor that it's rough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still got to polish, but.
Well, I don't know. It comes out in September. It's only a couple months.
Yeah.
And you lose one of those months just so they can get all the product out.
Yeah, we'll see.
So they've got like less than 3 months to fix it.
Yeah. All right.
And they'll probably fix it after they launch it because that's how people do things now.
Yeah. All right. You can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can also follow the show at RPGrinders. Send us your if you need dating advice, I'm sure Break would be more than happy to oblige. Or anything else, anything game related or otherwise, send it to RPGrinders. We'll say it on the air. Thanks to the chatters. Dungeon was in there. Wyland, of course. Freak5 was in there as well. And Bridget was in there. Thank you guys so much for joining the chat today. If you want to join our chat, we're live every Friday, 7 Eastern Time on Twitch and on YouTube. So join the fun. I have both chats open so I can get either chat going, and we'll interact with you there. And that's about it. Anything else, guys?
Have a good weekend.
You Break.
And Father's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
On Sunday. So
happy
if your father's not a piece of shit, then treat him right.
Yep.
Happy Father's Day, and also if E3 is Christmas for gamers, does that make Miyamoto Jesus? Gamer Jesus?
Exactly. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Happy Father's Day to all the Father's Day out there. All the fathers out there. Take care. Later. Later, everybody. Dungeon. See you later. Thanks, guys, for joining. Wyland, really appreciate it. You guys rock. You know you're the best ever.
One thing that I'm confused on is there's a Hitman 2, but there was already a Hitman 2 years ago. So which Hitman 2 is this?
It's a follow-up to the last Hitman game, which was pretty awesome. They called it just Hitman. And I played the first episode. It's really good. Later, guys. And I'm going to stop stream. Thanks a lot, guys. You rock.